Episode number 44 of Briar's Bits, presented to you by Briar.io. Two stories. The market, little bounce back today in the market. Let's do this. Let's check out this market. Bitcoin up 1.31%, 11,476.50. Ethereum up 2.1%, $387.34. And Chainlink up 6.91%, $15.02 the last 24 hours. DOT still ripping the charts right now at 14.38%. And SBREE, the Dow I mentioned yesterday, up 12.59% last 24 hours, $27.54. And keeps climbing as there's talk of a mainnet launch for it soon. So interesting stuff going on in the markets and DeFi. Little bounce back. Let's see if it continues. Into the news. First story from CoinDesk. And Bradley Kuhn, a speech by Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell scheduled for Thursday, offers a reminder of just how dramatically once slow-moving monetary forces have accelerated due to the devastating economic toll of the coronavirus pandemic. This time last year, President Donald Trump was vehemently criticizing Powell on Twitter for setting interest rates too high, as U.S. economic growth slowed and the national debt swelled past $22 trillion. This time last year, then Bank of England Governor Mark Carney delivered a speech at the Fed's annual Jackson Hole Economics Symposium in Wyoming, warning the U.S. dollar status as a de facto global currency contributes to an unsustainable international economic and monetary regime. He argued that the world leaders should create a synthetic hegemonic currency, potentially provided through a network of central bank digital currencies. So anyone paying attention to cryptocurrency already know that the United States dollar has been completely decimated since it left the gold standard in 1971 under Richard Nixon's temporary reprieve, as they called it, a temporary reprieve where you wouldn't be able to, the dollars wouldn't be one-to-one with specie money backing. So central banks, at least, were supposed to be able to take paper notes and redeem them for gold. And since that has happened, the United States has flooded the United States and the world with our paper currency, basically IOUs, to where we don't need to produce things other countries produce, and we just hand them currency that is ever inflating. So tomorrow will be interesting to see what the Fed chair has to say about the future of the U.S. dollar. And everybody watching that closely. I'm anticipating everywhere in the world. Today's second story, BOA, a new Uniswap token created by the well-known synonymous Ether whale Bill Drummond, briefly hit $100,000 from Joseph Young at Cointelegraph. On August 25th, the creator of the well-known Uniswap token, XAMP, and Tokens of Babel, TOB, launched BOA. The Ether whales projects have seen growing interest within the niche Uniswap market, of which I partake. A common theme among the projects of the pseudonymous developer Bill Drummond is unique supply systems through unorthodox mechanisms like rebasing. The supply of XAMP and TOB decreases through coin burns over time. TOB, as an example, is a token that uses rebases to decrease its supply, but ensures the holder has a certain percentage of the total supply. Bill explains rebases of TOB affect the number of tokens in your wallet, but not your overall share in total supply. If you own 0.5% of the total supply, you will always own 0.5% of the total supply, regardless of the number of tokens in your wallet. Why did BOA briefly hit 100,000? Similar to Bill's other projects, BOA also has a special supply system that makes it a deflationary token. Atop the coin burns, BOA also applies a 1% tax on sellers, not buyers, which incentivizes sellers. On paper, BOA hit 100,000, but its circulating supply was below 50%, and the supply goes down even further as time passes. Sort of reminds me a bit of Bitcoin SOV, store of value, which I wrote a couple articles about, where 1% of every transaction is burnt. And it's completely dissipated or eradicated from total supply. So interesting stuff going on in DeFi. Always be careful. I'm not holding that token. I just thought it was an interesting story. That wraps up the Wednesday edition. Tomorrow, Patrons, first group Zoom, 7:30 p.m. Tentative time. I plan on posting that link in the Patreon for patrons only. Hope to see everybody over there. Bring your popcorn, your favorite cold beverage, and we'll do that. Enjoy your night.